I came across this really awesome article by Realtor magazine, A Myriad of Home Trends to Gain Momentum in 2021. And I just wanted to go over them and see if we're going to, what we think is going to last into 2022. So let's jump in and get started. Here are 10 trends to watch in 2021. That's how it starts out. But I'm kind of wanting to see what trends in 2022 as well. The first one, a 2-for-1 kitchen. I never even heard of this before I read those. It's a layered kitchen with separate work and living zones. It has a prep and a show kitchen. So the work area is typically in the back of the kitchen, hidden by a door or wall. And this is where the serious food prep and cleanup takes place. The living or show kitchen at the front remains part of the open floor plan, and it's designed to display the culinary delights in an uncluttered way. I do kind of like that idea. I mean, it's hard enough to get one nice kitchen, let alone two. So I'm sure it's more of like a pipe dream, but it's still, I like the concept. Number 2, outdoor heaters and more. So it says here during the summer of 2020, everybody wanted to turn their backyard into an oasis to be able to eat safely and talk. I would say, going into 2022, I think that a lot of people are still going to like that. 2 obvious features that make it possible are fire pits and patio heaters. While fire pits have been popular for years, and I love fire pits, they've become more stylish and are now available in different shapes, sizes, material weights, and prices. And patio heaters are more of a newer backyard addition, inspired by all the restaurants using them to coax diners to go eat outdoors. Makes sense. Number 3, prefabricated flex sheds. So sheds, once used primarily to store sports equipment and garden paraphernalia, have morphed into spaces that can eliminate the need for an expensive off-site storage facility. They can be outfitted to become an accessory dwelling unit for returning grown children, renters, or quiet work from home quarters. As more municipalities approve ADUs, it could also be an escape to recoup sanity, hence the new moniker, the Sanity Shed. I've not heard of that one. I kind of like it though. You maybe just put drywall up and then can just go out and punch through it. I don't know. Entrepreneurs are developing more affordable off-the-shelf options. Prices are around $10,000 and up. Then we have here greenhouses for around $14,000 and up. And the most popular choice, a backyard office shed for $25,000. Sounds interesting. I like it. Number 4, video conferencing living rooms. With so many meetings, classes, weddings, showers, and even funerals happening on Zoom, seeing and hearing everyone on a small cell phone, tablet, or computer screen can be difficult. So what's needed besides a big screen with high resolution capability is a sound system and an area with good lighting. This one doesn't really do it for me. I think any living room will be perfectly fine for this. I don't really see the need for a video conferencing living room, but hey, everybody's different. Number 5, warmer palettes and design materials. Homeowners are tired of gray. It's time to switch to warmer, cleaner, brighter palettes along with softer, more plush materials. I do agree with that. I'm tired of the gray and the white trim. We've seen it probably for the past 5 years at least. Almost every single flip in the Lehigh Valley was gray with white trim. Well, they're going back to a variety of whites layered with natural wood finishes, neutrals with soft green or blush undertone. And they like unfussy beige here. I'm more of a fussy beige fan myself. Pinks, oranges, and reds. More casual design style with more colors and fewer rules. Oh, getting spicy. Doors. Oh yeah, we're seeing front doors popping up in turquoise, robin's egg, blue, chartreuse. I don't know what that is, and light citrus green. That's something I've definitely noticed is more and more people are having that big pop of color on their front door. And when it comes to materials, velvet, once reserved for fancy interiors, is now used in more casual settings. Reminds me of the quote, if it was socially acceptable, I would wrap myself in velvet. Write in the comments what that's from. Number 6, new multifamily amenities. I don't deal with a lot of multifamily in this part of the Lehigh Valley, but this is what they're going with. Quarantine stations. Yikes, that doesn't sound fun. Recording studios for people with musical pursuits, podcasts, and video conferencing. And bicyclist haven. Makes sense. I've been seeing bicycle sales been going through the roof. It actually says that some municipalities now require new buildings to include a certain number of bicycle storage spots. That's pretty interesting. I know that a lot have parking requirements, but now they actually have bicycle storage spots required. Number 7, a grander staircase. Entryways into a house became the star a few years ago with the rise of mudrooms, but now the spotlight has shifted to playing up the main staircase's size, shape, and detailing to add a wow factor to a first impression. I can get behind this. There's something about walking into a house and having this grand entry with a beautiful staircase. I think that that's going to be a trend that lasts for a very, very long time. They can be overly grand, stripped down to the bare essentials, modern or super traditional, warm and cozy, or industrial and techie. So pretty much anything, as long as it's big and open. Number 8, new suburbia. The pandemic has sent more urban dwellers to the suburbs, especially millennials who are renting in crowded apartment buildings. Many choose bustling suburbs, often near public transportation, with walkability to stores, restaurants, and services. Makes sense. I think that's why we're seeing such an influx of people in Lehigh Valley coming from New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia. Lehigh Valley is one hot spot. More than 2/3 of suburban homes are comprised of households without kids. That was actually a surprising statistic. I did not know that. And not all are affluent, which is spotlighting the need for more affordable suburban housing. I think that was very obvious to me, and I think it's very obvious to many that we do need way more affordable suburban housing with such tight inventory. Number 9, resilient landscapes. Due to greater weather volatility, landscaping needs to better handle heavy rains and flooding, snowstorms, and drought. Okay, I mean, I can get behind that. Obviously, if you're going to have issues, you're going to want that to be taken care of. I can see that continuing in the future. Wood below the base flood elevation, the BFE, has to be treated lumber or other water-resistant material. There also can't be electrical or HVAC equipment below the BFE. That all makes sense. You don't really want your electrical wires to get flooded. And number 10, Healthminded building certifications. The latest generation of certifications, rating systems, and design standards is based on scientific and medical research that affects human and occupant health. Ways to gain a variety of benefits from extensive natural daylight to good indoor air quality, filtration, and low energy use. They want greenery, gardens, and other biophilic design elements that are proven to support mental health. I think everybody can get behind having better mental health. Formal and anecdotal research indicates that wellness-focused housing is increasingly sought by today's buyers, renters across all markets. Anecdotal research. I like that. Anecdotal research is just a very interesting term to me. There's more to that, but I don't really know the best way to. Basically, what I'm doing right now is anecdotal research in my head. Spaces to relax, reconnect, work out, and nourish the body, mind, and soul are much more than a value add in residential environments. It's seen as a fundamental element for their lifestyle. So I guess this is becoming a pretty big deal. Environmental consciousness is the top of desires and interests, even above having more living space. But cost is still number 1, always and forever. It will be, because it has to be. But they still want a place that's well or fit well certified too. Well, that's what I got. I'm interested to hear what you guys think are going to be relevant and hot and trendy in 2022, or if we just need to come up with a new list altogether. But this will have to do for now. Later.